Hi, I'm Desi Cerna, author of Fretboard Theory and guitar teacher specializing in guitar theory, including guitar scales, chords, progressions, modes, and more. This free guitar lesson is part of a series of songs that will demonstrate how to use major scale patterns on the guitar fretboard. It's intended for intermediate and advanced level players, and free guitar tab is available. To download it, follow the instructions in the video description. This is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. This is using C major scale patterns. I'm in the open position here, and what I teach in Fretboard Theory as C major scale pattern 3. I've got other lessons here that show you riffs in this particular pattern, like La Bamba, Wild World by Cat Stevens. And you're in the C major scale, everything's revolving around an A minor. This has got an A minor tonality. That's a relative minor, so this is producing an A minor sound, but it's the same notes, same patterns. You could also call this a Aeolian mode. And you're playing third intervals, so rather than playing the scale notes by themselves, you're playing it together with notes that are 3 notes ahead in the scale. I talk about using intervals in my book Fretboard Theory too, so this is going to include a little bit of that information. So this riff starts on an A, 2nd fret string 3, and you're going to hold it together with a C, 1st fret string 2. That's part of an A minor chord, but you only have to fret those. And you're going to scoot it up 2 frets, and you're going to play same strings both in the 5th fret. And you go backwards. Here you play the same strings open, and then back to A and C. I'm sorry, you end on A and E on the 4th string. That's where you should end. That's actually a power chord. You got the A and a 5th below it. Again, part of an A minor chord. Now in a minute I'm going to show you how to add in the bass notes that I play with that. But until then, let's just focus on the melody notes here. And be sure to use the tab, follow along with the tab that you can download for free. So follow the links and get that. Alright, then the chord changes to an F. Maybe play it like this. And so this next part, still in the same scale pattern, but it's going to revolve around an F chord. So you got the root F, it's 3rd A, open strings 2 and 3, and you got A and C together. This is still part of an F chord. You just go backward. Alright, now let's talk about the right hand, what the right hand's doing here. So I'm basically playing quarter notes on the open A for 2 measures, and then an F, 1st fret here on the 6th string for 2 measures. Now, I notice in the real song it's a little bit different. This is how I play it. I kind of simplify it. So what you have to do is keep these quarter notes going with your pick, and then use your fingers. I use my 2nd and 3rd finger to pick the double stops. And what you have to do is work it out and figure out, okay, what when do the fingers play together with the pick, and when do they play opposite the pick? So that takes a little working out. It might be helpful to look at the sheet music too so you can see how things line up. But I'll slow it down for you one more time. Here's the second half. One more time. And then all together. Well, aside from playing this little double stop riff that I just showed you, you can also use this song to practice your major scale patterns. This whole song is derived from the C major scale. That means all the chords are built from C major scale notes, the progression, everything's based on the C major scale. At the beginning of the song, everything is, the chord progression is revolving around A minor, so you hear an A minor tonality, or that's like natural minor, Aeolian mode. Later in the song, though, everything kind of switches. It's still the same scale, but everything starts revolving around C. And notice how the sound totally changes. It has a brighter major sound. And that's because when you play the major scale over a major chord, it produces a major tone. If you play it over a minor chord, minor tone. And so you've got kind of two different modes happening here. A, Aeolian mode, C, Ionian mode, major scale, but they're all derived from the same thing. So you can practice playing C major scale patterns over the top of this song. You can start right here in the open position, just like is used for La Bamba or Wild World, if you learn some of those other song example lessons that I have posted up here. So this would be C major scale pattern 3 as I teach it in my book. Then you can go into pattern 4, pattern 5, back to pattern 1, 2, 3. Let me put the track on here, and I'm just going to play along and just show you what you can do. So I just played around a little bit. So you can play any major scale pattern in any position as long as it's C major scale. So here's a great opportunity to practice your scale patterns and to practice connecting them and just get better at visualizing them and playing through them. You can mix up different rhythms too. You could play quarter notes, eighth notes, triplets, and 16th notes will probably be a little too fast, but you could give it a shot. Maybe just play some really brief, short little 16-note phrases or something. You can also borrow from what you learned in the intro, maybe play some intervals. So you can kill 3 birds with 1 stone here. You can practice your major scale patterns, develop some rhythm in your timing, and then you can also alternate pick and develop some picking technique. Try it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this free guitar lesson. Please know that this song footage is not available on DVD. It's only available online, and it only includes the brief excerpt that I play through. But if you'd like to learn more about music theory, including guitar scales, chords, progressions, modes, intervals, extensions, and how all of these things fit together, then visit my website at guitar-music-theory.com. That's guitar music theory with dashes in between the words. There you can sign up for free previews of my guitar theory book and DVDs. Well, thanks for watching, and be sure to rate this video and leave comments.